Get this meeting started. Juan, get back there. Taco Tuesday, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. And they do, they Alright, guys. Okay, start.
Girl, it starts to flame. Burning in my heart, turning all apart. No matter how I try, my love I cannot hide. Oh, sugar pie, honey bun, sugar pie. You know that I'm weak for you. Can't help myself. I love you and nobody else.
Yeah, I got it. This is where variable cash.
Coming to you on a dust road. Good loving, I got a trouble on. And baby, you got some. So don't worry, 'cause I will. Grab a rope and I'll pull you in. Give you hope and be your only boyfriend. So mad, you so like a fool, I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Oh, you got the future in your hand. Here I am, baby. You got the future in your hand. Hey, I've done a lot of foolish things that I really didn't mean. Yeah, yeah. Oh, baby. Seen a lot of things in this old world. When I touch them, there is nothing, girl. Ooh, baby. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I'm yours. Ooh, we did you set my soul on fire. That's why I know you're my only desire. Ooh, baby. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Yay! One hand. Everybody else. Okay, boy, that was hard fought, I'm telling you. All right, let's start with gratitudes. Who has something that they're grateful for today? Somebody better raise their hand, okay? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, you are. And we're grateful for you. You're awesome. Good health. Everybody should be grateful for good health, right? What else are we grateful for? Yes, ma'am.
I'm grateful for Tuan right there. He was
Aren't we all?
amazing. This weekend, we both served breakfast to one of our charities that we support, Temple Promise. And then afterwards, we went door knocking and, we might be getting a listing. We'll see. But yeah, so very cool.
I'm grateful for you for taking him with you on that adventure. Thank you for that.
It was awesome. Yes, and he's a good one.
Now, did he ask you if he could go with you?
He asked me. I don't know.
I'm just wondering because I would love to see the people
Asking me.
I think it was telepathically.
telepath, well, probably between the two of you, it
Yeah.
was, but we're just gonna leave that alone for now. But for the newer agents in the office, the open houses are not gonna fall in your lap. The door knocking is not gonna fall in your lap. Go and find someone who you can shadow, who can show you how to do those things. Twan has probably had more success than any new agent we've had in this office. Why? Because he's asking everybody, you know, what can I do for you? How can I help you? So he's out there, he's doing it, and he's gonna be phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're only, that, you know. That's not great. Don't you think? Okay, that's not grateful. I'm scared to say this, Equimaxit. Boom, okay, way to go. Thank you guys for lunch. And this is Lenny, he's gonna come up and tell us a little bit about their company. While we all eat tacos.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My name is Lenny Trovato, and I am your Equimaxit account executive. I'd like to thank Julie and Melody for giving me an opportunity here to present for a couple of minutes. And we're excited about the opportunity. I'd also like to introduce Bob Fuoto, who's the founder of the company and the owner, and my dear friend for 30 years. He's here because this relationship is important to us and to make sure that I don't mess it up. So.
More the former than the latter.
So we have a great website with some before and after pictures. We have a video on it that's fantastic. We have some cool slicks, point of sale stuff. But the most important thing that you'll need to be able to do business with us is my business card because it has my phone number on it and I'll answer it. So if you could please pass those around, that would be great. I would appreciate it. I'm gonna ask a rhetorical question. How many of you in the last 6 months to a year have had a listing and with a little freshening up, some paint and some flooring, you know, could have sold it for a lot more, right? Most of us, right? Okay, now especially that full service realtors are under siege. Equimaxit is a powerful tool to help you differentiate yourself from the discount agents. Okay, what is Equimaxit? We fix it, we list it, we sell it, and you pay a closing. Okay, so basically, how does it work? The way it works is we send one of our approved contractors out and he'll measure for any renovations, repairs, or upgrades. He'll also notate any inspection items that might pop up and give you an estimate. Once the estimate is approved, we'll do the work typically between 10 and 14 days. Once the work is done, we ask your client to sign a completion certificate saying that all the work has been completed and is good, and they're happy. And it's at that point where we pay the contractors. So everyone's motivated to get it done as quick as possible. Okay, I promise I'm not gonna read all this.
You're
Yeah. Once the construction is done, we give you 2 weeks to list the home. Okay, and then 6 months to sell it. There's never any charge for any of the financing. There's no credit pull, there's no appraisal, there's no underwriting, it's all zeros. As long as you sell it within 6 months. And let's face it, if it's priced accordingly in this market, it'll sell in 6 months.
Now, Lenny, before they think I'm just Gandhi,
Yep.
we buy the contract from the contractor at slight discount, and that's how we make our money. There's no free lunch. But you'll find because of the volume that we give these contractors, the pricing will be very, very aggressive. I'm sorry.
It's a realtor-driven program. What does that mean? If you're a homeowner and you want to do the program, you can't do it without a realtor. So what that means to everyone in this room is that we're also very reciprocal. If you've used the program, we do get leads from time to time that they need a realtor. So if, you know, you like the program and you get good at using it, you probably get a lead from us at some point. We try to be as reciprocal as possible. When I first started about a year ago, I thought that this was going to be a program that only people that couldn't afford to make the repairs would use. What I found is that's only 40% of the people that use the program. The other 60% are people that do not want to liquidate their 401k, do not want to liquidate their 529 for their children, it's college, or they don't want to be the GC. Our approved contractors will handle everything from soup to nuts, from painting to HVAC. We'll put a pod out there if they need a pod. So we'll handle the whole job from soup to nuts, our approved contractors. And lastly, I just want to say that any referral you do send us, we realize that you're sending us your paycheck. And we're honored to have an opportunity. We're all 100% commission, me included. Plus, I have two ex-wives and a lot of bad habits. So, you know, I need to make money. So, but I just want to truly thank all of you for your time and please give me a call when you need a measure. Questions?
What happens if it should not sell within 6?
So then there's a penalty and interest. If the house, and Bob will attest to this, if it's accordingly priced. And the agent's trying to sell it, because we've had, deals fall out at the last minute and they go a little longer. We'll always work with the customer. It's a realtor-driven program. We don't want to make enemies, we're trying to make friends.
In 4 years, I've never had to foreclose. I mean, I want to throw those kids out in the street and make them. But let's face it, if it's properly priced, it's gonna sell quickly.
Yeah.
And you actually don't, my realtors love it because you're not the bad guy anymore. It's, hey, the only reason it doesn't sell is because of price. And by you can now go to them and say, gee whiz, I kind of told you that price was high. So unless you have $45,000 or $25,000 to pay for the contractor, you need to lower it to what I told you. So you're no longer the heavy. Yeah, it's a plus.
Great, thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
We
thank
really
you, everyone.
appreciate
One
it.
question, one question.
One more question or two more questions.
Is there a home area that you'll refuse?
Is there a what?
Is there a home or an area that you'll refuse?
As long as there's equity, no. We'll go to 70% of the after repair value, 80% with exception. Because remember, guys, for every dollar they don't spend in deferred maintenance, it costs them $2 to $3 on the sale. And you have
Heather,
your
did you
hand
have a
up.
question?
Well, she should.
Okay. All right.
I wanted to
Thank you
get off.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
We really appreciate it.
Okay.
You guys have any
We'll be
questions?
in the
let me
back after if anybody has a question.
know. Yep, and everybody's got their cards, so thank you guys. That's, a lot of different ways we can utilize that service, so. All right, moving on, we're gonna talk with our alliance partners. Is Miss Kathy in the house? There she is. We're gonna get Kathy some walk-up music.
Good morning, everyone. Kathy Vitale with Onward Home Mortgage. Tammy's in the back talking to the customers. It was here. How are y'all doing?
Good.
We are giving you tools today for you to refer to. This is what you can ask the seller to contribute on each one. And as we said in the meetings, if you will read your contract, it's already in there on 13. And it says, closing costs be paid, escrows and or commission. So this is already there. We will have discussions with the clients and help them understand what can be done on the loan as a lender. We've always been able to change the rate and have the lender pay closing costs always. That's not new. And any lender that knows what they're doing knows how to have that discussion and look at that. Now, what we say to the clients now, I don't have a script yet. I'm not going to. So you as an agent, if it's your client and you're having discussions around the commission and around the changes, you need to tell us what you're saying. We need to understand so that we're all on the same page. But this is your cheat sheet. You can ask the seller for 10%, but they can't get it to the buyer on most scenarios. So just be smart about it. The veteran cannot pay commission. Right now. Right now. The
Do you
veteran
foresee that
cannot
changing?
pay any commission now. The seller can pay
Go right ahead,
4%, but it can't go toward commission right now. Okay, so just understand that on VA. Any questions at all? Now, we're gonna be quick. We've got some great information.
We
coming
do.
From the city of Roswell, but just call us if you have any questions. We, of course, always give a worksheet and give a number of scenarios to make sure your clients know what their options are. But if there's any scenarios, one-offs that you want to just be ready for a consultation, even if it's not our client, we're gonna be happy to give it.
Thank you, Ms. Kathy. Y'all may have to utilize every chair because we're running a packed house today, so if you can, I'm gonna do like they do in church. Melvin, if everybody could move in toward the middle of the queue. Is that? That would be great. Okay, awesome. Do we have McMichael and Greg? And there she is.
Good morning,
Come on up here,
everybody.
girl. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
So my name is Amy Smading. I'm an attorney with McMichael and Gray. And I just want to tell y'all a couple really exciting things that we have coming up. So everybody mark your calendars. April 11th, we are doing a free mastermind with Jason Abrams. Y'all should have that email coming to y'all. But it is free. It's at the Atlanta Athletic Club, April 11th. I believe it's from 10 to 3:15, but all the times and everything will be on that email. Make sure,
Are they gonna be there in person or is it gonna be virtual? No,
It'll be in person.
it'll be in person.
Yeah.
April is coming. Y'all, is everybody absorbing what's happening here, right?
Does everybody know who Jason is?
Okay.
and again,
Everybody's deal.
this is free too. So please, please, please use that QR code, register, get signed up. There will be limited seating. It's a huge room at the Atlanta Athletic Club, but please get registered. It's gonna be an awesome event. And then actually two quick touches for y'all. The homestead exemption, if you had buyers that purchased last year for a primary residence, you only have a couple days left. So make sure you get in touch with them. That's a good another point to reach out to them to make sure they get that into the county. The county is not forgiving on that deadline, April 1st, basically just this week. And then one other thing, we actually had a closing yesterday. Want to talk quickly about the CAD. Make sure, first of all, y'all never fill that out for your client. That's always for the seller to fill out themselves. But also make sure that they are reaching out to the HOA to find out whatever fees that are going to be charged to the buyer. We had one close yesterday. There was a huge discussion prior to closing about a one-time initiation, or excuse me, one-time buyer account, new account setup fee, and then also a move-in fee. They were trying to say those are buyer fees. So I just want to read to y'all the wording in the CAD. Buyer shall pay any initial fee, capital contribution, new member fee, transfer fee, new account setup fee, which was the one in question, fees similar to the above, but which are referenced by a different name, one-time fees associated with closing. Just make sure that your seller is contacting the HOA to find out what those fees are. If they are not disclosed, seller's paying for them. And again, the part that I want y'all to catch there is any fees not called by those names, but a different name, which is intended to be a one-time fee. So any argument to that effect, it's not really gonna work. So just make sure y'all know that. Any questions on that? Awesome. Okay. Well, my cell phone number is on that little plaque outside of our door. This is my work number that was on there a second ago. Y'all contact me with any questions that you have, and we are looking forward to closing with y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll not miss this opportunity right here. This is exceptional and spectacular. So. Is Miss Lakenda with us today? I don't think I saw her today. Okay. I know that I saw Tammy now. There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning. What you got for us today?
First, thank you for everyone that has referred a client recently to Georgia Natural Gas. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. If you have referred someone but haven't received your rewards, please send me an email with the property address and or the client's name, and I'll be happy to look it up for you to make sure that you receive credit for it, okay? You guys have it's that weird email address. You guys have my contact information. Also, so if you're not part of the program, don't forget that for every referral that you send, like when your client needs to sign up for natural gas service, when you refer them to Georgia Natural Gas, you get a $60 Visa gift card. 5 or more referrals in a month, you get an additional $100. And your client gets $120 in bill credits or a per term discount. So, and Raven even checked this out and saved herself some money on her own home. So if you are paying a higher gas rate with a different provider, it wouldn't hurt to refer yourself and then go check it out and see what the rate you could get on your own. Okay, call me if you have any questions.
Thank you. Raven, just so you know, Raven's up here saying she saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Tammy's trying to protect my privacy, but Tammy told me of a different program than what I was using for my own house. And she was like, you need to be on this program because you don't use this much. I check it out. I'm saving over $100 more a month now.
Wow. Wow, okay, we love that. Thank you, Tammy. We appreciate you, hon. Equity, I thought maybe he is.
Hey, everybody, Derek White
Hello.
with Up Equity. I've been told to keep this short, so that's what I'm gonna do. We are doing a how to buy before you sell class today at 1 o'clock. Just gonna go over an overview of the program, the cost, talk about the partner portal, which I have been up here talking about every week, it seems like. But more importantly, gonna go through a real live scenario. and see how the costs are applied and all that. It will be no more than an hour because my corporate office scheduled me for a Zoom training at 2:30 without my knowing about it. So I gotta get out of here right at 2. I know, it's like I have nothing else to do. So anyway, is it on Zoom?
Yes, we'll have it on Zoom.
Okay, in person and in Zoom, anybody can make it. We would love to have you. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate everything that you do for us. We really do.
Yeah.
Oh, I skipped over Diane and Devers. Everybody knows who Diane and, they are not in the house today, but we all know who they are and we all love to use them. So. Tools for your business. I know we go through this every week. I wanted to highlight this one very, very quickly as we are very focused right now on buyer meetings, buyer agreements, buyer presentations. I was listening to a call with Melba yesterday morning. Don't be scared, Melba. I promise it's gonna be something good. But Melba was telling us how you can actually put together a buyer presentation on command. It's already in there for you. So down here, KW command, you click on that, you get in here to command. If you type in buyer presentation, you are going to have these things pop up. Okay?
We gotta go to Design Center.
When you click on one of those, it takes you right in here. And this is gonna give you create a buyer presentation design, step 1. Okay, and I know we all love that because I love a step 1 and it goes on and it gives you every single step in here. So for those of you who are putting together a new buyer presentation, which a lot of us are right now, I suggest you take a look at this, which I wouldn't have known existed unless Melba had shared that with us. So this is a good thing. It's already there. It's ready to go. So let's not recreate the wheel. Let's use what we have. So this is a class. Articulate your value. Again, Gary Keller, Jay Abrams, and Jay Papazon. This is going to be a live link when you get it in your slides. This is an incredible class. They just rolled it out. They rolled it out to kind of go along with the NAR lawsuit. So this is going to help you not only articulate your value to the seller, but also to the buyer, which we are all working on right now, being better at articulating our values to buyers. This is an excellent video. This guy is simple, to the point, easy to understand. He doesn't say anything wild. It doesn't contradict anything that any of the messages that we are giving to you. This is a good video as well if you want to learn even more about the settlement. Things that are going on today. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the sustainability clothes swap is taking place in the right wing of the building, over on our commercial side, sort of, kinda. That's where all the clothes are. I've already fallen victim. So feel free to go over there. Anything that we don't take back and reuse, they're going to be donated to charity. So it's a win-win for everybody. Roswell on the Rocks, Heather, my favorite flyer ever. I absolutely love this. It is going to be at Wegmans Bayou on Canton Street. Small plates and conversation. Aren't we getting bougie up in California? I love that. Yeah, small plates and conversation. Okay. But if y'all can make it, this is just a great time. We all get together and everybody's relaxed. We're having, like as she says, small plates and conversation, but it's a great time for all of us to be together in an office and get to learn and know each other. So
They're gonna shoot us outside too, so we'll get a little fresh air.
oh, I love that.
Hopefully it won't rain or freezing, but it is heated.
If it does rain, it might turn into a whole different kind of party. You never know. Come on by and see what happens. So, is Miss Roxy in the house?
Yes.
There she is. Miss Roxy, would you like to come up?
So I hope that when everyone hears my name, it's not like in church, I was just gonna ask somebody. For canned goods or. So I'm gonna pass this around. Red Day
Oh,
is
you're right.
coming up, May 9th. Do we have a video?
We do.
On Red Day. We also have a T-shirt sign up. If you're interested in getting a T-shirt, we're ordering these on Friday. Who does not know what Red Day is?
Go ahead.
Okay, May 9th, all the Keller Williams offices in the world close their doors and they go out in the community. This year, we're going to be doing a backpack drive for North Bolton Community Charities, working on the exterior of homes and the playground for Homestretch. And what is the other one? Oh, Foster Care Support Foundation. So we've got all that. Our committee met this morning. We'll have breakfast provided here and lunch provided. And we'll pass around the sign-up sheet for t-shirts.
All right, we ready to go?
Yeah, ready. That's it.
Are they the same t-shirts we've had in the past?
They're the same type of t-shirt. I don't know the logos on them. Melody can tell you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
She
All right.
said if you already have one, to just use that one, that it's the same.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna play a quick video on Foster Care Support Foundation, so you guys can see what that is.
Hey, next door neighbor called it in, said she heard screaming, yelling, banging on the walls for about 20 minutes, and suddenly it stopped. I arrived on scene, found the mother upstairs unconscious. Poor kids were scared half to death, hiding behind the bed. Family Services is on the way now to take custody. Yeah, he beat her up pretty good.
Hi, girls. My name's Miss Hannah. What's your name?
Jessica.
And what's your name?
Her name is Livy.
You know what, Livy? I have a sister named Olivia. Is your name short for Olivia?
Yes.
Well, it's really nice to meet you. I work for the Department of Family and Children's Services, and my job is to make sure you're safe, okay?
I'm gonna see my mom.
And Mommy's at the doctor, and they're gonna help her feel better so you can see her again, okay? Do you have any other family we can call? Maybe grandmother or your aunt?
No, Grammy died.
Okay. Well, I have some really nice friends named Mark and Stacy, and they love kids, and you can stay with them until your mom gets better. Okay? Do you have anything special we can get out of the house before we leave?
Livy needs Blueberry.
Who's Blueberry?
She's Livy's bunny.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if we can find Blueberry. Okay?
Do you think they'll be warm enough in here?
I'm sure they'll be fine.
I wish I had something for the little one to cuddle with, you know? Like maybe some toys or something. Benjamin never was into any stuffed animals, though.
Yeah, cuddle with a football.
Oh, he is his dad's son. I feel so bad for them, though. She said they don't have anything from their home. You think they'll be too far down the hall from us? I wonder if they even have any pajamas or...
Honey, it's gonna be fine. We'll figure it out, okay? Hey. Hi there, girls. I'm Mark.
It's okay, Livy. He's really nice.
Hi, girls. I'm Stacy, and this is my son, Benjamin. He just told me that he wanted to get a snack. Would you girls like to come get a snack? Okay, come on.
It may take some time, but they'll warm up to you.
We'll do what we can to make them comfortable. Do they have any bags or anything?
They really don't have anything. You need to make an appointment with the Foster Care Support Foundation. It's what they do. They provide for kids that come into care with nothing. It happens quite often.
Well, this is great. Thank you so much.
Let me know what else I can do.
Oh,
Really.
absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Good night.
We're playing again.
Everything okay?
She wants Blueberry, but we couldn't find him.
Oh, I'm sorry you couldn't find your friend, okay? But tomorrow I can take you to a special place where you can get any type of stuffed animal that you want. Would you like that? Okay. Have a good night, okay?
Last 17 years, the radio waxes romantic. Its lullabies fill our eyes with tears. We don't say a word. Nothing to say that hasn't been heard. How you've grown, my little bird. I'm regretting letting you fly.
That was an amazing video, Roxy. Thank you for sharing that with us. Makes this empty nester feel all kinds of ways, I'm telling you, so. That is one of the many wonderful foundations that we support here in this office. And I think we all, even without seeing the video, know how important it is, but the video just kind of drives it home a little bit more. So, if you can help, please consider it. Let's talk about Bold. Bold is coming up. Cody Gibson is going to be our coach this year. I have not seen Cody coach, but from everything I have heard about him, he is spectacular. I know that a lot of people are excited about seeing him. So, 10 reasons to attend the free first step to Bold. It's free. Imagine that. 5 hours of coaching, you get to meet Coach Cody. Amazing content, mastermind with top agents, learn bold strategies for a shifting market. We can all stand to learn some more strategies. Money-making opportunities, leave with referrals from your database. This is a hands-on class, y'all. You will be reaching out to people while you are in class. It's more than business, it's personal growth as well. They will talk about what are your personal goals and what do we need to do in our business life to attain those personal goals. Oh, and bet free lunch, y'all. Come on, I mean, everybody wants a free lunch, so Bold, we definitely need to be going to Bold. We have a rebate program going on right now. You will see these around the office. Once again, this will also be in your slide, but the price of Bold goes up after the first day of Bold. Of course, the first step is free. That's your entire first day is free. We are giving a rebate of $400 paid in 2 installments of $200 each after each closing for binding contracts written as a result of Bold between these dates. It's a good deal. We have many agents that use this every time Bold comes around, and I see one of them in the back doing this right here. So this is a great way to experience the program. And here is the QR code. If anyone has not signed up yet, you will also see these around the office. Put your phone up, scan, and you are ready to go. We have a very exciting guest speaker today. Roswell Inc. is in the house, and they are going to come up. They're going to come up and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do. Now they're terrified about what they do and what they do for Roswell. So if you guys want to come on.
Thank you. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was in the back again. I'm right here on that, right there. All right. Well, thank you to Roxy and Michael. We always enjoy coming out to talk to realtors in Roswell. And why? Because you guys are the front line. At the end of the day, you're meeting people that are moving to this community. There's a lot of familiar faces out there. I see Donna, Diana. I see a lot of folks that we've dealt with and done business with over the years in Roswell. Roswell Inc. is a very unique situation, and you all should lean in on us as an organization. We've been around 13 years. Our holding company's been around for 35 years. Our purpose is to drive business to Roswell and good quality business. And we'll talk a little bit about what that is. We're not a chamber of commerce. You can't come join us, but you are a business in the city of Roswell. And so we support you through that. So it's an effort, combined effort with the city. We're not city employees. We work for our direct boss every day is John Paul Kroom. He's the CEO of Wellstar North Fulton. That's who we report to. We don't work for Wellstar. We work for a private board that all they do is promote business and tourism within the city of Roswell. So let's give you a little bit of update on some of the things that are happening in Roswell. 490 business license, new businesses added to the rolls in Roswell in 2023. 55,800 jobs are held in the city of Roswell in 2023 with an average salary of 96,000. And that number has gone up dramatically. Some other key numbers, obviously, 69% of the households earn more than $100,000 a year. Obviously, that is one of the businesses you're in to sell those houses. You have to have that income, correct? 76% are work in white collar jobs in the city of Roswell, which is really important. Top employers, Kimberly-Clark, GM, Wellstar, NTG, which is a transportation company, McKesson, and Delta Dental are some of our top employers. I'm sure you sold homes to many of those folks. Our business size, really important. As you can see from down here, our small businesses run this city. It is key. Those 5, 6 that we just showed, but you realize that 1 to 4 employees is 34% of the businesses in the city of Roswell. They're professionals like you, or they're attorneys, small practices, CPAs. They all service the demographics that live in the city of Roswell. The retail market, we talk about one of the key things that you see right now that was different than maybe 8 years ago, if I was standing in this same room, is that retail is full. I always remind people, if you see an empty space, probably not empty, somebody's paying on it. Somebody's paying on it. Go across the street to our little Sprout shopping center. It's doing nothing but growing, right? Rental rates, some of the highest in the whole market. And we've got new square footage coming on. We're at 8% vacancy rate. That's excellent in the retail. And if you remember, not that many years ago, we were looking at empty shopping centers. Who's going to shop in those shopping centers? Are we going to tear all those shopping centers down? Do we still have shopping centers that need love? Yes, but they've got to find the right ownership. I'm not dogging on any owners, but at the end of the day, it's an owner's choice, right? We have a thing called in the United States called your rights and making sure those property rights are looked at. So many of the shopping centers just need a little love and encouragement, but most of our shopping centers are doing extremely, extremely well. Highway 9 corridor, we always touch on this because obviously Roswell Market's across the street, Roswell Town Center and Roswell Village, but look at the numbers. Look at the numbers of visits just in 2023. Town Center, your Chick-fil-A, 1.3 million. 3/4 of that is empty. And I remind you because it's empty on purpose, right? The ownership has decided to keep it empty, so they have alternatives. They have different options with their property. Once they tie that up with a lease, a long-term lease, then they're obligated to that long-term lease, and it financially doesn't make sense. So just remember that when you're hearing or seeing empty spaces, it's probably a good reason that it's empty. Roswell Village, I mean, that's the one that's crushing it. If you've been by there 4 or 5 years ago, you would have walked through that parking lot and not ran into a car. Any given day between crunch and all the activity, you got LGE moving their offices over there. That is the busiest shopping center in Roswell. So that's exciting. But look at what it looked like, Roswell Village. See that mid to early 2000s? Publix still had the lease. Publix wasn't letting anybody in there. We had ownership, which time, 3 times since 2013. Current ownership is the one that put the gas in the tank and got the car started again. Because look what it looks like now, right? And it's full. A lot of that has to do with the tenants. It wasn't the demographics. We had the demographics to make it work here. But it's doing its thing, right? And now we got a Starbucks right there. How many people remember when that was a bank? Right? Used to have a helicopter. First Atlanta had a plan that they flew around and picked up all the deposits by helicopter. And they literally had, do you remember this, Michael? They had a tower that they sent the deposits up, and the helicopter came by and picked them up. First Atlanta, yeah, it's crazy. It was right there. And then Schlotsky's was there for years. Downtown parking, this is kind of exciting, right? This is if you're a Roswell resident and you've been downtown, you know that is a struggle. And this is one of the opportunities that the council just approved. We've been working on it for about almost 2 years, but it's a great opportunity not only to help downtown, but it's going to help all up and down Highway 9. Because Canton Street by itself cannot be expanded. It can only grow north or south. So what you've got is an opportunity over here, and literally, you'll see where this is right here. That's the light at Southern Post. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. Customers to Canton Street, last year, 677,000 customers, 2.6 million visits. That means that of this number, most people came back almost 4 times during the year. I will remind you that they stay for 111 minutes, but 85% of that number is from outside of Roswell zip codes. 85%. So they're coming from all over the metro area, mainly in Sandy Springs, mainly in Alpharetta and Milton, but they're coming into Roswell and spending money, and that's really good. The food and beverage continues to be one of our strong industries, $250 million last year. Really, really good numbers, and you're gonna see that grow. Some of the new restaurants coming. Matter of fact, we're meeting with the owners of Brana that moved up from Midtown. They're gonna be in Southern Post, meeting with them at 1:30. Great family, moved to Roswell because they felt like it's the next frontier. It's where they wanna be. Southern Post, if you've not been by, if you will get the opportunity very shortly to be able to walk through Southern Post. It's phenomenal. All I can say is what it's gonna do for downtown Roswell, what it's gonna do for the whole city is pretty amazing. First time that we've had Class A office in downtown. What that does is that brings workers in and people that are gonna work and eat in downtown during the week. So we'll start to change shift some of those numbers. So you're gonna see restaurants that aren't open for lunch, will start opening for lunch. Because when you add 200, 300 employees downtown, just in the offices, it makes a big difference. The apartments are beautiful. We've toured them 3 times in the last, 45 days?
Yeah.
And they just each time we go through there, it's just a little bit better. The amenities that are a part of the whole project and the parking is pretty phenomenal. There's 600 parking spaces. So it's easy in and out. I always remind people what it did look like. Okay. And so part of our job at Roswell Inc. is to work with the private sector and government. This was a great example. Food Giant opened in 1960, right? That's what that shopping center looked like. That's what it looked like in 2012. And again, 2019, when we broke and it was under contract. That was about to be the Goodwill in Roswell. They were buying the shopping center. This is my poster child of why redevelopment and right investors are so important. We love Goodwill. I can tell you, I go to Goodwill, I don't know how many times a week when we just moved 2 weeks ago. I bet I donated so much stuff you can't even believe. And goodwill is good for the community and good for jobs. But it wasn't good for that shopping center for downtown for the long haul and long play. Because it's a long game in real estate, right? At the end of the day, that wasn't gonna work. Hopper bought it and purchased it in 19 and expected completion second quarter of this year. That's what you're looking at now. The exciting thing is it's jobs, it's tax revenue that wasn't being generated out there. It's excise tax for the liquor that'll be sold in the restaurants. But more importantly, we're gonna get a hotel right here between Lily Sage. It will break ground May 15th. 125 rooms, restaurant on top, restaurant on the bottom, and it's a Hyatt. It's gonna be an added addition to downtown Roswell. Very exciting for downtown.
When does it break ground? It's almost complete.
Oh, May 15th.
Yeah, it broke ground in 2020.
Well, no, we're talking about the hotel.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the hotel. Yeah, the Southern Post will be open this year. And they've already handed over keys to many of the restaurateurs because they do their own build outs. So you'll see a lot of activity over there. And if you have, everybody's got a personal opinion, whether they like this, they like that. That's why some people like to buy contemporary homes, colonial homes. Some people like to live on a cul-de-sac. I like to live in a townhome. It's multiple mix. But this investment into the city of Roswell will change Alpharetta Highway from that point all the way to Holcomb Bridge Road, because land values will continue to grow. Vestas.
This is the most important part. You said everything about hotel, all that. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing, that's right. That's right. That's right. There you go. I like it. It is aesthetically pleasing. That's right. And it's walkable. And it's walkable. There you go. That's even better. We were very excited to announce this last week, Vestas. If you're not familiar with Vestas, Vestas is a spinoff of Aramark. It is their uniform division. You're familiar with Aramark. They're in the concession business. They're the world's largest. They have moved their headquarters to Roswell, Georgia, and it'll be in Southern Post. Now that is like the cherry on the top.
Yeah, this will actually be the opening of their headquarters.
That's
That
right.
is just, they
Transform.
just, created this spinoff in the end of last year. So this is their first footprint.
Yep.
It'll also be their team support center.
They moved from California to Roswell. So it's a big move and it's a good move, and their CEO lives here in Roswell, so we're very excited about this. This was about a year and a half of working together with the company under the dark of night. Because again, it's a very male-dominated industry, and she's a female that is in charge. And exactly, I got 3 in my house, not counting my wife, so there's 4. At the end of the day, that's a really important part, is that they be where they need to be, and the business is here in the South. So we're very excited to have them here. They'll be at our big luncheon next month. You'll hear from Kim, the CEO. But it's a great opportunity for Roswell, and again, downtown Roswell, to help things grow. Atlanta Street Baptist Church, beautiful church, was there for years. I've been to weddings, I've been to funerals there. I grew up in Roswell, I know what that looked like. They ran out of money. They were land poor. A great piece of property. What were they gonna do? A lot of turmoil. They're on a main thoroughfare, on a state route. Parkway extension, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? How are they gonna do it? That's been going on for 25 years. They had to make some decisions. Luckily, they got the right developer in the city to work with them. And that's what's gonna open the end of summer, Roswell Junction. They took the building and they created a food hall, and a very unique food hall at that. It will be driven by chef-driven restaurants. It will be one point of sale. You'll deal with one point of sale either on your app, or you'll go in and order from any of the restaurants that are in there, all 8 of them. And again, 2 bars and a coffee shop. And you'll be able to take your kids, your dogs, you'll be able to go out in the back. You'll have a very pleasant experience. And these are strong restaurateurs that are going in here. with all new concepts. So we're not gonna see anybody going in with an Italian restaurant right next door to the Italian restaurant that's been there for 30 years. Spice Rights down the street with barbecue, you're not gonna see barbecue in here. You're gonna see very unique experiences. So we're really excited about this redevelopment. Will Colley, who's doing this, Polera Capital, is the guys that took the Clock Tower Shopping Center and people said that could never work. And if you go by the Clock Tower, 200 yards up the street, you'll see that they're full. He shared with us yesterday, they went from $8 a square foot to $27 a square foot. Okay, and it's full. So it's about investment. It's about the right investment at the right time. And what you're seeing on South Atlanta Street is a resurgence with the right developer. So a lot of questions. Now, if you haven't crawled out of the rock in the last 7 hours, you'll know that a soccer team was announced, teams for the city of Roswell. Women USL Soccer for the city of Roswell. We've entered into an agreement with the United Soccer League of America to bring a women's team, professional, and a men's team to the city of Roswell. It's an LOI that was signed, will be signed officially at 2:00 this afternoon. We'll go there after we meet with the Grana folks. And the excitement around that is the fact that we will build it with an entertainment district. So you're gonna see some excitement. Can't tell you where. They'd have to shoot me, and then we'd have to shoot you. Right? So we're not gonna do that. But in the next 18 months, you're gonna hear a lot about this for Roswell. Because it is a big deal for Roswell. The United States Soccer League picked Roswell. It's not like we're in pursuit of them. It's not like we're in the line with the National Hockey League where we want to have it. We're getting it. And the exciting part of that is they pursued us. So we pursued them back. And you want to date?
USL CEO grew up here in Roswell.
Grew up in Horseshoe Bend. And it's his mission to make this the #1 female team in the country. So we're very excited about that. You should be excited for your clients and for yourselves, because it's only going to increase the value of Roswell. And it's putting it on the map once again. So some of the exciting stuff. That was just a snippet. I can do this for about an hour and 20 minutes, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it up to question. Michael?
What's the latest on the Wells Fargo Bank Hotel?
They are 90% ready to pull the trigger. So you will see that one break before the end of the year.
And that's Hilton based?
No, that is IGA, that's Kempton. Kempton.
What's the best way for our agents to get in on all these people that are gonna be moving?
So the best thing to do is attend our events. If you don't come to our coffee events or our evening events, shame on you, go to the website. They're very economical. $10 to go to the coffee. You come out with breakfast and a cup of coffee, and usually about 100 folks. The people that we deal with come to those events because they want to first see what the community's like. Okay? Because when the Vestas folks were looking at Roswell, Alpharetta, and Sandy Springs, even though she lived here, guess what? She really wanted to see how the business community worked. So she came to that under the dark of night and didn't hand out her business card. Guess what? That's where they come.
Okay.
So I suggest you get involved,
They're gonna hear that.
It's very simple.
It's happening. We need
It's
to be
happening,
in
that's
it.
right. It's happening under your nose. It's here and available. Questions?
What's going on with on the east side of Roswell, like the old Target shopping center?
Well, that old Target Shopping Center it's under construction. They're building out those apartments in this townhome. But that's all I can tell you. I mean, that's kind of a ship that sailed, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate ship. But one of the challenges that continues to happen with East Roswell is being able to connect the dots. You've got shopping centers like Kohl's that have now been purchased. Until those owners decide what exactly they want to do with that shopping center, it's kind of up in the air, right? And because of connectivity, that becomes a problem, right? Everything seems further away on the east side. You go from Marketplace to Coles and Centennial, and then you go all the way over here to Studio Movie Grill. It's just this scatter. It never made sense. But I always remind people that that zoning started with Fulton County and not the city of Roswell. City of Roswell we inherited a lot of that zoning. So we're making up for it, and it's just not easily solved. Let's just put it that way. So it'll take time. And we've been saying that for a lot of years, but I will give you this. Look at Connection Shopping Center and look at Marketplace. Both owned by Brixmor now, both performing highly. What is this? Our pickleball guys are almost sold out in pickleball memberships.
Yeah, Ace Pickleball, they opened their
Rushing it.
last year. This is their national headquarters.
Yep.
They're gonna have like 80 franchises in the US in the next year or two. And they've almost, at this point, maybe they have already sold out our membership. So they're doing really, really well.
You mentioned connectivity. Last time I seen you speak, you talked about the actual transportation from east. Where is it at with the connection of the bridge? You're talking about that was gonna be the one-way bridge connecting east to west.
Yeah, both bridges are in the full plan that will be let by, so there's two bridges, Grimes Bridge, right? They'll take you east and west, drop you right into Marketplace. And then there'll be the Big Creek Parkway. Both are still in the process. So it's happening. It's all part of the master plan with
Master plan
That's
timeframe?
$4 billion, 2030, all of that'll be open.
2030?
All goes as planned with state GDOT, 2030, all that'll be open.
Roughly 6 years.
Mhm.
Cool, thank you.
That includes the pay to play lanes, I call them, and also BRT.
What's going on Old Dog?
That's the old dog we're at.
Where the Stepping Stones Academy is going on to 400.
That bridge is going in. That's the
Which one
Grimes,
is
it's
that?
called Grimes Bridge.
Oh, that's.
Yes, Grimes Bridge will go in, and you'll be able to get on and off of Fulton Bridge or 400 there. And you can go obviously over to the east side.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
This has been amazing and wonderful. And I and everybody go down the website because honestly, he just told you all about a lot of opportunities that are coming to town. And if we don't go to that website, and we don't start attending these coffees and doing these other things,
Call
like
us.
you said, just call them, okay? But shame on us if we miss these opportunities.
Thank you, guys.
If they're there. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you, Michael and Roxy for bringing them in. All right, there's a website right there, roswellinc.org. I want everybody on that website. Who's that beautiful lady? Girl, look, I tried to clear them out so you'd have a whole half an hour.
I don't
No?
need it. Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, no.
I go, hi, my name is Melba Franklin, and for those that do not, you can laugh, for those that do not know. Good Lord, for those that do not know me, I am the Director of Broker Services for all of Georgia Legacy Group. I go to every team meeting for every market center, even the one in Savannah. Yours is always the fourth Tuesday of every month. You will remember that the last fourth Tuesday, which would have been in February, we were all in Las Vegas. So what I try to do is to carry the same message to every market center. So you're going to get both real quickly. And I apologize to you for that, but I'm just going to briefly state what we told everybody in February at all the team meetings so that we can carry that same off and I can keep records of what we do. We do not advocate that you do rentals and because that's not where you make your money. But at the same time, occasionally we do a rental here or there for some reason or another. And some of our biggest issues relating to brokerage is with these rentals. So my message to you is this. I don't like them. I know you don't like them, but let's be honest. There's occasions when your client is moving here and he is going to purchase a property in the future and he needs to rent right now. So I get it. Or you're leasing a property for a friend. So I'm going to just share with you briefly what I shared. And that is that when you list a property for lease, that's basically what you're doing. So representing the landlord, you represent the landlord, right? So you put it in the multiple listing, somebody brings you a lease. Where my caution is to you is that's it. You do not make a decision about that tenant. You do not review the application. You do not, yes, thank you. You do not order the credit report. Now, I know there's some websites that you can order it, but if you receive it, and I had an agent tell me, I did get it, but I didn't open it. But the thing is, the way it works is that if you receive a credit report, you're not supposed to give it to other people. Doesn't that make sense? Heaven forbid, you could order my credit report and give it to anybody you want. So the person that orders it needs to be the landlord. So I know there's some websites, but if you're going to do that, put the landlord's email in there, which is fine. But this is where we have the biggest issue, and it's really been horrible in the last year. And that is, for some reason, because you like to be nice and you like to help people, you are doing the walkthrough. No, N-O spells no, because you are not holding the security deposit, who is the landlord, and you don't want to do the walkthrough because who's going to do the walkout? Hello? Does everybody get it? Remember, I don't like to tell you something. I like for you to internalize it. So you don't need to do the walkthrough for the landlord. Everybody got it? If I told you how many people say, well, I just did it to help them out. I don't care what you're doing. You don't do that. Everybody got it? So real simple, don't do that. Even if you represent the tenant and you wrote the lease and you submitted it, you don't do anything else. You don't make any decisions. The landlord does that. And you do not do the walkthrough. Everybody got it? Our policy with Georgia Legacy Group does not allow you to do management of rental property. And we have a great company, and typically I show that slide, but I don't have it. And that slide was introduced at the Chartmasters about a great company that we have made an alliance partnership with Georgia Legacy Group to do rentals. And what's so good about them and you referring them is that they're all over the United States. So if you have a client that does investments, you can send them the referral and they will manage it. And your office can get it for you. At February's meeting, I had that as a part of my class, but this today is just to tell you what I did there. We good? So I did a short abbreviated February. What am I doing in March going to each office? Well, and you're probably gonna have some questions for me regarding, but you've heard it, have we heard enough? And we are so thankful to be a part of Keller Williams regarding the lawsuit. And we've heard it, and we heard it today is another thing at 1 o'clock that you all need to be involved in. And I'm gonna try to get where I'm gonna be so I can hear it at 1 o'clock as well. And you're probably doing it in this office as a group as well. But what I'm here to tell you, if you know Melba, you know that I am a huge advocate for the National Association of Realtors. I believe in the Code of Ethics. I'm here to tell you, none of you would be selling real estate today. None. If it wasn't for NAR and basically the lobbyists that you don't even know about that fight for property rights. I tell everybody they're the only trade organization I know that don't just fight for their members, they fight for private property rights for everybody. And many of you, some of you are not old enough, but some of us that are older used to remember on our income tax, we were able to take any interest that you had on a car or a credit card, you were able to take it off of your income tax. Well, they stopped that. The only interest deduction you have and a good leverage for you as a real estate agent for people encourage them to buy property is the fact that the taxes they pay on that house are not taxes, but the interest they pay on that house is tax deductible. Well, NAR have lobbyists. Do you know that just about every month on the Hill, they're fighting to get rid of that? And your National Association of Realtors has been fighting. Well, the poor National Association of Realtors has been bombarded lately with a whole bunch of stuff. I am a proponent for them. I do believe in the Code of Ethics. I have been teaching the Code of Ethics now for 20 years. And this is the year that you have to have that class. And I think Melody's already called me. We will get it on the books and I will teach it. I know better that when it's this year is the end that you have to take it.
Yeah.
You don't.
2024 is the deadline for this year, for this cycle.
Right, that's what I meant this year. And what I'm saying to you is, we all wait to the last minute to get it. So I don't teach it for the first year, the second year. I wait to the third and then I wait for that.
We'll be there.
How many here were here 3 years ago? Was this room? I have never seen that many. I told him I would not do it between January, I would not do it between Christmas and New Year's. I promised him I wouldn't, and they begged me. And I said, okay, so on December the 28th, folks, I couldn't even move. I have never seen that many people. They were sitting on the floor. For those that were here, do you remember that? So.
It was 80 people in this room.
It was the crazy. So we have a tendency to wait to the last minute. So I will start teaching this code of ethics. You don't have to take it from me. You can take it from anybody, I don't care. But you'll see it more and more and we'll get it because you've waited. And I know better to teach it wait. So we'll start teaching it in May and I'll be teaching it probably once or twice a month in every market center for Georgia Legacy Group.
I'll put that on your calendar. please.
So to tell you that, one of the things I want to tell you about today is I do love, when you join your local board, whether it be NAMAR, 400 North, the Atlanta board, you're paying a portion, the dues that you pay, a portion of it goes to Georgia Association of Realtors. Everybody with me so far? And a portion goes to NAR. So when you pay that one dues, it goes to all three. We good so far? Well, I love everything about GAR. This is the website. It's called GARealtor.com. Write it down, GARealtor.com. If you haven't gone and registered and put your name in there, you need to know your NERDS number. I know it's going to scare all of you to death, but I know mine by heart.
I don't doubt it.
Well, okay. I don't have a problem with that.
You probably don't have to take your CE.
No, I only have 5 digits in my license number.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going. Here is the website. Now, what I want to show you is that a lot of this, you do not even have to have your NERDS number or sign in. But I want to show you some things. When you get to law and ethics, and I had mentioned this, God, this is a picky, ticky, licky, sicky monkey. All right, I can't leave it without, yeah, you can, okay. I want you to see this because you can get a copy of all the forms in Command under opportunities. I got it. But there's sometimes when you're out and about and you just want to make a copy of a form, you can get the forms right here if you have your NERDS number and sign in. So my point in telling you this is there's occasions when you just want a copy of the form. Now, this is not interactive. You can't go in and populate it, but you can print it. So sometimes when you just want a form real quick, you can go right here and pull them up.
Is it watermark in case you want to sample?
Yes, it's a watermark for training purposes, so there's something like that. Also, there's a legal alliance library, and then there's a legal helpline. It's free. Seth answers all of these questions. And if you have a legal question that you want to ask, you can go right there and do it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? People use it. People don't even know about it. The reason I'm telling you this today during the team meetings during the month of March is to make you aware of something that you have that a lot of you didn't know, GARealtor.com. So the legal hotline. I also want to show you something else. All of this is here for you, but I want to show you another one. Go to members. Now watch, I'm not even having to sign in. I'm going to go to market resources and right here is plug in with GAR. Now scroll down. Okay, here we go. I'm so good.
I know you are.
No, I'm not. But, okay, we can do this all by ourselves.
That's not cool to post on social media.
That's what I'm about to show you, but if I can figure it out, I will. Oh, there it is. Every month, your Georgia Association of Realtors popularizes one of these. Now watch this. PDF. Now watch this one. Ways a realtor supports buyers. Have we been having this conversation? Is this a good flyer? Yes. Could you use this? Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one. You can use this and your Georgia Association of Realtors uses this and you can print it. There's several, there's different kinds of formats that you can use. And it's there for you. And every month they come out with something that would benefit their realtor organization that you can use in your packets, that you can use online, you can use for anything. They're pretty good. The months before are still there, and you can go back. I think one of them's up for sale by owners. So they're very, very good for you to have, and these have been on here for a long time, as you can see. Oh.
They'll email it to you monthly.
They email it to you. Wait.
They'll actually send it to you.
No, actually, my point is, a lot of us have had this at our fingertips. And the point of my story today and in all my market centers is how can we help you and learn all this? So going to garealtor.com. And all of this is right there for you. You can find out all this information, and the website is garealtor.com, and it has a wealth of information for you. It's a lot of you said, "Bill, I've been using it for a long time," and some of you didn't even know about it. So the reason I wanted to bring it to you today is so make you more aware of something that comes right to you at your fingertips. And you get a new one of those every month, besides all the other stuff that's always there. Everybody good? So the end of my story is this. Thank you. The affiliated, which we call ABAD, Affiliated Business Arrangement Agreement, you're getting better at. We finally figured it out that we have to have that as an exhibit on every contract, including buyers and seller purchase and sell agreements. And y'all of you have gotten really smart about uploading. If you're a listing agent, I thought that was brilliant. You know how we come across something and it's a little bit of a headache of how we do business, and then we sort of figure out how to do it right. Hello, does that sound familiar with today's world? Yeah, it does. We'll figure out how to do it right. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. The only other thing I like to make sure I mentioned is regarding lead-based paint. It's hard to imagine that you're not seeing this, but my point about sharing this with you is this. If you get a call from the Georgia Real Estate Commission, call me. I'll help you, really. If you get a call from GAR regarding ethics violation, or either arbitration, call me. I'll help you. I can coach you. As a matter of fact, I was asked this morning to be a mediator, and I'm also chairman of a thing. I've been on professional standards for 20-something years, so I know how the process works. I've been chairman of hearings for a long time. I can help you. Can I?
Yes, you can.
I just remembered. My point is, I'll help you. But if you get a call from EPA or from the Environment Protection Agency, you need to call an attorney right away. And I'm not, you can laugh.
Not being funny.
I'm not being funny, but it's funny, it's sort of funny, Peggy, because the fact is this. That one, nobody can help you with. You're gonna need an attorney. So I tell you that to tell you this. Number 9 on a purchase and sell agreement is real easy. If you're a listing agent, and I've said this forever, I'll repeat. If you get a copy of a contract and the other agent did not check it, and you allow the seller to continue, move forward, and you don't correct it, the law said, or the situation says that you're just as guilty as the agent who left it out. Does everybody get it? Because you need to correct it. So that's why I always say listing agents need to check the contract. Well, they are the ones that messed it up, but you allowed your seller to accept it. Does everybody get it? So make sure, it just kills me that when I see number 9 not checked and we have to, in compliance, tell you to make an amendment to fix it, I can't do anything. Do you know what they say? The Environment Protection Agency says that the lead-based paint has to be done prior. Now, we're going to make you correct it just in a prayer that it will be forgiven, but that's not the law. Does everybody get it? So the other thing I wanted to make sure that we're all hearing, I know it's elementary, Mel, but we do it. Just make sure even as a listing agent, you check that part. Are we good?
Can I ask a question on that number? If I have a new house, but I brought in, let's say, a mantle, and it was from like maybe 1918. And
Just read the contract, basically. It says anything. It could be a barn in the backyard. It could be a frame around the door place. It could be a mantle over a fireplace. And so as a result, even though it was built in 2021, because there's something in the home or on the land that could literally been built before 1978, then you're gonna need the lead-based paint. I thought we know that, we got it.
Wow.
But this is the problem.
There we have it.
Well, maybe we didn't, I apologize, but it says that in the contract. Again, do we read? No.
No.
But you need to make sure, no.
Do not.
So anyway, you need to make sure. This is what I want to tell you though about that. We have some companies in Atlanta. I think it's, I don't mind telling you, Harry Norman's for one and Cool Banker. They're big corporate companies and they have been told, and a lot of you already know this, that they have to include the lead-based paint with every single contract if it was built in Thank you. I'm not making this mess up.
It's because of reclaimed products, what you just said.
Well, I think it's because they're corporate and because they don't trust their agents to look and see what's there. And so they make them do it just to cover their selves. So as a result, if you call me, thank you very much. If you call me and ask me, Melba, this house was built in 2022 and there's no mantle built in the 1800s or anything else. I can't sing, but if I could, I would say, let it go. Everybody got it? Just, let it go. That's the way their company is, and that's the way they want to function, and you just have to let it go. But that's a great point, that yes, it's anything in the property or on the property that was built, even if it was brought in, no matter when the house. So that is important. The key to this is that we're seeing agents leave it blank, and that's what's giving me a headache and a heartache. And then it even goes to the listing agent and they don't correct it. And what I want you to hear today is you're as guilty as the person that made the error because you had an opportunity to fix it and you didn't. Everybody got it? Yes.
Well, and if you read what the fines are, you'll make sure you do it.
We had a fine with an office in Middle Georgia that was extensive, and your errors and admissions insurance, my understanding, will not cover it. And this is an agent thing. So this is why I try to remind people just to pay attention to that. That's very important. Yes, Cynthia.
Can you, as the listing agent, check it, not bind it, and send it back and say, can you have your client's initial and then bind it?
If it's before binding, yes, of course you can. If you're not binding, what she's asking me is that do you have to do a counter? Now, if you're going to change is that right? If you're going to do some other things on the contract, like change closing costs or the closing date, I would do it in a counter. But what she's saying, the only error in the whole contract, had an agent tell me, no, but that was the only thing, so we went ahead and bound it. Fines still apply. So you want to go ahead, if you're a particular source of using computers, like on command, will allow you to check it. You might even call the other agent and say, would you resend it with this check? But you can check it if it's not bound. Everybody got it? That's not the ideal. It's better to use a counter, but in that case, you could do that if your system that you work with allows you to do it. Then you can, as long as it's not bound. Once your contract is bound, we have a lot of problems with this. Not as much here in Roswell or our other 3 market centers, but Savannah, for some reason, they were told for years and years, true story, don't make this up, that you can go back and once a contract is bound, you can change it and alter it on a contract. You can, I know, trust me, trust me. Why do you think I went to Savannah so much last year?
Well, why the road so fast?
And so this is a problem. But ironically, we've got a few people here in Atlanta that have a tendency to, when it's real simple and easy. Let me tell you the biggest mistake. You want to know the biggest mistake? So stupid, so stupid, so stupid, so simple, so easy. The offer date on a contract. Everybody know where the offer date is? Where is it? At the top, right? Top of the page. Did you know that the things that go along with the contract say offer date? So your seller's property disclosure statement, everybody got it? Has an offer date on it. You need to make sure it's the offer date on your contract, because if that offer date was already on there and it's a different date, how do we know it goes with this one? Does everybody get what just went down? Yeah. So we return a lot of contracts because the offer date is not on the exhibits or not on these other things. Everybody got it? You got to have the offer date so it identifies with it. Everybody good? So that offer date is very important that you put on those items. Everybody got it? Because it could be, maybe, could be construed that this didn't go with it. I mean, give me grace, but you see what I'm saying? So we need the right offer date. A lot of people are not paying attention to that. Our job is to make your contract go to closing. It could go to closing with 50 errors, and that's fine. But our job is, when we look at it quickly and upfront, is to help it to where it can be enforceable if in the event that there was a conflict between the two parties, or in the event that we have to make a decision as a holder about dispersing earnest money. And if there's a, there could be a problem. Everybody got it? Am I right, Ashley? Huh?
I said absolutely, yes.
Are we good?
See, a lot of this is coming.
It's not
from
Ashley.
Not reading.
Amy, I was on the A's.
It's an A. No, but would you see a lot of this comes from people just not reading?
Yes.
The contracts, because when you're talking about offer dates, it says right there, offer dates.
A lot of people don't read. We talk about this a lot, that it's offer day. Anybody has any questions about anything, I'm more than happy. I'm teaching brokerage engagements on Thursday. I try to teach 3-hour C classes at multiple offices, and Tom came last week to Chat North at one of the classes I took. And I'm teaching brokerage engagements on Thursday from 10 to 1 at Windward, and it's free as always. So, and you'll be getting more classes regarding code of ethics coming up if you want to take it. I will not teach between Christmas and New Year's.
Anybody have any questions for Ms. Melba? No, we're good. Thank you so much, Melba. Keeping us straight. All right, I think we are, yeah, we're done. Are we done? Okay, so our inspiration for your week. Supporting another person's success won't ever dampen yours. How true is that? We raise other people up. And we do that as an office, so let's continue to do that. Yes, sir. Okay. Shred Day. Shred Day, come on, let us know when that is. Tell us about Shred Day.
Good morning, everyone.
We're all gonna be out there.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna sit back on the part here. So part of the social committee, and we have next month on 4/20, which is Saturday, from 2 to 4 o'clock, we have Shred Day. Now, Shred Day means that you're gonna be the gatekeeper to allowing your clients to come in. As many of those clients can come with you, bring all around work if you want, but you have to be there to greet them. So what it costs is $100, but it's a $50 non-refundable deposit. We need that much like a reception for a wedding. We need a head count as to how many people we're gonna have. We're also gonna have ice cream there for your clients, 3 30-gallon bags of taxes or things, item documents you need shredded. You can bring them. The location is gonna be here at this location. We did it for the last few years, but we also wanna let you know that we're doing it again next Saturday, April 20th, from 2 to 4 o'clock, I'm sorry. And it's gonna be a $50 deposit, non-refundable. And you can bring your client. So you need to be here the day that you sign, when you sign up, you need to be here as well as a gateway and a ticket for your clients.
And we're sending some flyers out. on that. You'll be
So what
receiving
you're
that.
saying is for $100, agent can invite their whole database and do their shredding and get them free ice cream and say they put it together?
Absolutely.
Right, and it's a contact, guys. I mean, you can do one right now, later and whatnot, and if there's more agents that sign up, it could be less than 100. So it's the best touch you can do and just a spring event kind of thing. I know many agents, I know people that shake their head.
Last year.
Yeah, and it was fun, and it's not that long, but you do have to be here. We can't be the ones that keep up, plus you want to greet your clients. It's an easy
That's the whole
touch
point.
throughout.
Heather.
What's the RSVP date? When do they have to let you know by?
We're kind of working on that now. Let me circle back. Nick, by
We're
next
gonna get
season.
some more information out on that. Hopefully we should roll out this
Are they
week.
gonna just let us put it on our agent, on our bill, or is this paying something separate?
I do not know. I will have to find out for you, but I will find out for you.
Thank you, Megan.
You are welcome, ma'am.
My understanding you're gonna get charged.
I do have one other thing to say. As a social committee, we need people to help us. We have nobody on this committee and the 3 of us are drowning. So if you would like to volunteer to help us, that would be greatly appreciated. You can reach me, Cynthia, or Keith, and we could really, really use your.
Y'all hear that? That's a fun committee.
It is. So if there's anything you
We
want
need
to
you
get in the
guys.
office,
We need you guys.
join us. and we can
Pickleball,
get more-
Roswell on the rocks, the pool party.
Drinking the pickleball.
All
Come on,
those
y'all.
things, They need the help.
Can't go wrong with that.
And keep in mind, guys, if we get more than 10 people, the price of $100 starts to go down. So
More than 10
it works.
people?
Yes,
More than
it is.
10
we just need more than 10. And that $100 starts doing you want, so.
Yeah.
And if they want to sign up, they talk to you for right now until we
Right
get
now,
all
they
the
can talk to me.
Okay, so for right now,
a form that went out, Melody sent out about the shredding event, so.
April 20th.
Yes, 420.
Saturday, April 20th.
it's all 420.
We might have to shut that, but that's not possible.
All right, y'all, that's it. I hope everybody has a
Yeah,
wonderful,
and it's right after
wonderful
tax day. Right
Thank you,
after tax
Melba, for being here. And if you guys have any questions for the lunch sponsors, they are right out here. If you guys have any further questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.